Hello everyone, welcome back. It is time for my bi-monthly empties again. Let's start with July. Of course, before we get started, please subscribe if you're interested in empties and Project Pan, then please subscribe and keep on watching. So this is July. I'm just grabbing things. So first up is a shower gel. This is also from Drogerie Markt. The Balia, nice to see you. I bought this last year. I never used it and I used it up this year. They actually still have it, and it's such a good, it smells a little bit like cologne, like a guy's perfume, but it's really, really nice. It's such a good scent, especially for summer. It's a little bit citrusy, fresh, yet a little bit spicy, really interesting, so I loved it. Nail polish remover, I'm just flying through these things. This is the one that I usually get because this is acetone free, affordable, love it. Then the Clinique Take the Day Off balm. Finally, I'm done with all of the melting balms that I got. Though I'm looking into some other stuff from the organic shop, but this was really, really amazing. Of course, way too small for everything. Of course, way too small, but this is a really, really good product. I mean, it's iconic for a reason. I don't think I'll pick it up because I want to try a lot of things, though. You know, at some point I might because it works like a dream. And then this is my retinol that I've been using. This is the brand. So this is the brand. I really love it. I might want to pick up more of this. But first up, I think I want to try other brands. But this is a surefire thing that I can just always go back to because this was beautiful on the skin. It made my skin really, really firm. And of course, I went through a bunch of samples. So this is the Seventh Heaven No Strip. Amazing, works like a charm. I also use it on different parts of my face. If I have like blackheads here and here, works like a charm. I will pick up more of this, honestly. YSL Eye Reboot Eye Cream. Nothing special. Don't care. And I have a couple of the Vichy sunblocks. Wasn't a fan actually. Biotherm Uplift Cream. Nothing special either. But the Vichy Lift Active Serum was really, really nice. I have a bunch of these samples still, so I'm pretty sure I will be using these up. I might look into some Vichy serums because this was really lovely. And then a Giorgio Armani sample. This is a really, really nice foundation, but the color was absolutely wrong for me. I think I have a different one, like a different color. I will use that. It's a beautiful foundation. I get it why it's such a cult classic, but honestly, it's just way too pricey for me, so I just don't think I'm gonna go for the full size, but I love to sample. If you can tell, I've been really into masks for summer. So I used up this tissue mask. This was, I think, also from Drogerie Markt. This is, of course, rose scented. Really nice, but I'm just not a huge fan of sheet masks or, you know, masks on a whole. I would way prefer like an eye patch, like a gel patch mask thingy. And of course, I used up two of these. This is the Garnier Aloe Jelly, of course. And then Isana Hydro Gel. This was the brightening one. This one is way better than the cheaper one, actually. So I would totally go for this again. I finished up a lip balm. This is Coca-Cola lip balm from Lip Smacker. Gone all the way through. Of course, I cannot even show you. I'm not a huge fan of these. I have like 2 or 3 more, probably 3 more of these. I have the Vanilla Coke, the Cherry Coke, and also Fanta. So I'm gonna be using these up, but it's not my favorite of a lip balm. It's just really not that nice on the lips. And sometimes the scent is kind of interesting. And now makeup. For primer, I finished up the Maybelline 4-in-1 Glow Perfector. You know, that's the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. I initially liked it, but I just used it way too fast for it to be worth the price. So I know that Catrice has one, Rimmel has one. Those are like way better products for the price. So even though I liked it, I'm just not gonna be buying this again. It was just way too expensive for how long it lasted. I finished up this BB cream from L'Oreal. This is the Age Perfect BB cream. Perfect, perfect. Probably actually will pick this up again. And then a Belle Hypoallergenic Skin Stick, which was a concealer or corrector. I loved it. It was creamy. It glided on beautifully on the skin. But actually, I could show you the color. I don't know if I could swatch it. Probably not, but this is the color and this is the darkest color that they have. I will not be buying this again because it was way too light, even for me, even though I'm Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's just not working for me, especially not for summer, but not even for winter. These are like way too light, and they only have two colors of this. Finally finished up this eyeliner from Essence. This is the long-lasting one in Tutu Turquoise. Tutu Turquoise, that's the name of it. The two is done 3 times. At first it was nice and creamy like a gel pencil, and then of course it got dried up, so it was really draggy on the eyes and it was hard to use it, so I usually used it on like more of the stiff areas around my eye because it just doesn't really work for the waterline or on the lid. I don't even think this is available anymore, so I don't have to buy it again, that's for sure. I finished up 2 lippies. I finished this liquid lipstick from Rimmel, of course, the Stay Matte. This is called Rise and Shine, Rose and Shine actually, Rose and Shine. Absolutely gorgeous, perfect color. And I didn't exactly finish it, but it got dried out or dried in. I could probably just show you the color, but this is just, not working so well. But the color is gorgeous. I would need to look for something similar to this shade. And unfortunately, it's all dry now, so it's going by. And then this used to be the Generation lip gloss from Catrice, which was plumping even though it tasted like vanilla. It was beautiful, gorgeous, a corally shade. This was called Sparkling Coral. I loved it for summer, but now it's gone, so I'm moving on. And the last thing is a fixing spray, MAC Watermelon. Loved it. I actually am going to keep this little spray bottle because this was perfect for putting into my purse and in my cosmetic bag and in my makeup bag. So I'm gonna put other sprays in it. I'm gonna still be using this little sprayer because this is so handy. I love it. So this was everything for July. Now moving on, August empties. I do have a lot of things, so let's jump straight in. It was a really good month for empties. First of all, I colored my hair with this hair dye. Of course, it's a Schwarzkopf palette hair dye, box dye. This was in the shade mocha, some kind of mocha, I don't know because I got it from the market. And this is a really cute color. This is what I'm wearing right now. It's probably a bit more red than I love, but it's the perfect shade for fall. Let's just leave it at that. But I love palette hair dye, absolutely my favorite ever. It's been hot, so I had to take a lot of showers, usually twice a day. So of course I used up the Unicorn Magic from Skin Supergood, which smelled really bad. So I don't know what's with this, but it smelled really weird. At first it was like strawberries and then it got weird, probably because it got old or something, even though it wasn't that old. And then of course my all-time favorite shower gel brand is Bubba, and this was the Orchard scent. And of course you can tell it was like blueberry, raspberry, and what is it? Blackberry, so it was a berry scented one. Loved it for summer. Body lotion was Lactovit Luct Oil. It had almond oil in it, if you can tell. This was amazing. I love the scent of it. It was more vanilla-y than almond for me, but I absolutely adored it. Of course, I used it up in a month because after all of the showers, I would usually put lotion on my body. So Lactovit is definitely a brand that I just absolutely adore, and I will probably pick up more of their products in the future. Uriage Psoriasis Cream. I bought this for my scalp originally, but then I had some stuff on my back, so I kind of just used this all over my body. It cleared up my back stuff really well, but I just don't think I'll repurchase this because it is really pricey for what it is. So I think I'm gonna buy different products other than this. Organic Shop Scrub, body scrub. This was the lime and cherry scented one. So perfect for summer, especially together with this shower gel. Especially together with this shower gel. It was the best thing ever for summer. I just need to make more actually. Finally, I finished up this conditioner. This is the Balia Vanilla and what is it, coconut? No, this is also vanilla and almond. It was really nice on the hair, not too heavy, the perfect amount of hydration for the hair, and also very affordable. I might look into more of the Balia hair stuff, but right now I have so many that I don't need to repurchase anything, but this is really worth it. I liked it. Hand cream, which I kind of sworn against, but this was actually my work hand cream, so it's a tiny bit beaten up because it was in my work drawer, and this had calendula in it. I hope that's how you say it. Beautiful on the hand, fast absorbing. I bought this also at the Asian market. Unfortunately, I don't see this there anymore, but I would probably look into this because this is the perfect cream, especially at work, you know, in your work drawer. If I use the hand dryer a lot there. So yeah, my hands just really need some kind of hydration, and this was perfect for that. I went ham on the masks, if you can tell. So I finished this Beauty and Care one, which was rose scented, of course, from Pepco. It wasn't as juicy as I would have loved it, so I will not be buying there anything like this again. The melon mask from Isana, which is a limited edition one, it wasn't that special, so I'm like not as crazy about it. And also this hydrogel, it was not as juicy as I wanted it to be, and also the other ones from Isana were way better, which is so unfortunate because I just love watermelon and the scent of it. But Isana stuff is good, just not these ones. A bunch of samples yet again. Biotin barrier cream, nothing special, will not repurchase the whole thing. Vichy Lift Active Serum, we know that I have a bunch of these and I love these, and I will definitely look into Vichy serums, that's for sure. And then these two foundation-esque products that were samples. The Nivea BB cream, way too dark, but really nice on the skin. I just need to find my shade. This was the shade, well, medium to dark, obviously. It was dark for me. It worked out well because I had a really light serum foundation from Avon, so I could use these together, which kind of worked out. And the same goes for this Sisley foundation sample. This was the Phyto Tint Perfection, what is it called? Luminous, ultra long lasting skincare foundation. And this was also very dark, if you can tell by the stains that it was really dark and not for me. Actually, I'm glad that it says that it's skincare foundation because it is. And when I wore it after, I've seen that my skin improved. Of course, I was at work and I wasn't really checking my skin, but after, when I removed it, my skin was really smooth and silky and velvety. But after I removed it, my skin was really smooth and velvety. So this is really amazing. I'm sure it's really pricey, but it works really well. So after you remove it, your skin is perfect. That's amazing. I've never had that experience before, so I might have to look into this. But the color is, what is it? 3W2. I think that's the color. Of course, I just need a much lighter shade, but this is amazing. This got me interested. And the moisturizer, Hydrogenius from L'Oreal. Oh my god, the perfect product. It's only annoying because I have that much left that I cannot remove for the life of me. So the packaging is not ideal because you can also like not remove the top, which I usually love for my products. But this is the perfect thing. This is actually my second bottle of this. I think this is something that I will always repurchase as long as they have it. And now the makeup stuff, which is not that much, but still. Foundation was this Avon Serum Foundation, which was way too light. It was beautiful on the skin, but I would need to pick up a different color of this. And the shade is, who knows? Because I don't see it anywhere. So in a different shade, this would have been the perfect foundation for me. Of course, I mixed it up with darker stuff and also this thing, which is the next Empty. So it worked out perfectly, but I probably would need like a darker shade for summer especially. I think for winter, this would have been fine. And then finally, I am done with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I used it actually on my face too because I used this shade to mix in with my foundation. This is the shade Porcelain, and it was a tiny bit too dark as a concealer, but actually mixed in with everything else, it worked out just perfectly. So if you can tell, I scraped out the heck out of this. So now it's all gone. It took me 2 years to finish it. Finally finished my City Mini bronzer, not City Mini, just City bronzer. I know they have the City Mini palettes. So of course from Maybelline, and of course it's all gone. I can show you like it's all empty. It took me a lot longer than I thought. Actually, it took me a month longer than I thought it would. It wasn't my favorite. I love the color of this because it was the perfect pinky brown, if that makes sense. You know, the pinky bronzers are a thing now, and they've been like for a year, I think. The color is perfect. The powder the product itself, the consistency is just, it wasn't like wowing me. So, and I actually finished this brow gel, brow gel, actually on my hair because I had a lot of grown off stuff. So on the whites, I just colored them in and it's all gone now. I kind of liked it in my brows too, but it was way too dark for me, but for my hair it was okay. And the Trended Up lip liner, of course, Contour and Glide. I used to be in love with these. Unfortunately, these broke out of the tube or whatever this is called, so it was a little bit finicky to finish the rest of them. I love Trended Up lip liners. I just need some fresh ones that are just coming out in the drugstore. But it was a perfect cherry red shade for summer. I just loved it, even with like a lip gloss, which I'm coming to. So the next thing is a lip gloss, actually lip topper from Revolution. So this is the shade Exquisite. And actually, I can show you that's how small it is. So I checked it, this is 4.5 mil. And then a regular one is 8 mil. So it was kind of like half the product of a regular one. So of course I used it up in like 3 weeks. This was cute. I have 2 more of these and I think I'm gonna finish those next year. Okay everyone, so this was everything from August. I hope you liked it and I hope it inspires you to use up your things. And until the next empties, bye bye.